What we saw the Blues do last night was something so exciting, so incredible, and thank you, Captain Brayden Schenn.
You're Locked On Blues, your daily podcast on the St. Louis Blues. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
And a happy Friday, October 11th, and welcome back to Locked On Blues. I am your host of Locked On Blues, Haley Taylor Simon, talking to you all things about our St. Louis Blues here on the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. Last night's win was something astonishing, something incredible, and I definitely need to talk about it. I honestly still cannot believe what happened, but I mean, when you have a 5-4 OT win, it's something to talk about. But when you come back, okay, when the other team is up 4-1, that is also something to talk about. So I'm going to talk about that. Obviously, the Blues play the VGK tonight. And my favorite Fridays segment, Are We Feeling Blue? It's, busy episode today here on Locked On Blues, but I could not be happier talking to all of you about this because I was absolutely buzzing today. And today's episode is brought to you by FanDuel. Place your $5 bet and you'll get started with $200 in bonus bets guaranteed. Visit FanDuel.com to get started. I honestly still can't believe that the Blues won that game last night. So I'm in the East Coast. I talked about that. I have talked about that actually on every single episode. I'm in the East Coast. So when puck drop for everybody in St. Louis is at 9:30 p.m., it's 10:30 p.m. for me. Just keep that in mind. I also work in radio, so I wake up every day at 4 a.m. Keep that in mind. So I'm excited. I'm in bed. I'm all tucked in, waiting for the game to begin. And I said on the podcast yesterday, I said, Celebrini is going to score. And I know what you're thinking. Hale, you spoke that into existence. It was inevitable, okay? I mean, this is the most excited I've seen San Jose fans in a very long time. And, I know they're excited about Will Smith too. 4th overall from last year. But the point is that like the San Jose fan base was buzzing. Celebrini looked great during warmups. Like you could tell that this kid had some swagger on him. And they were able to get the first goal. I believe it was 1 minute and 58 seconds. And this is like a completely random fun fact. I'm just really into stats and things like that. So the goal that he scored was obviously 1 minute 58 seconds. And he was the first overall pick, first game. Mario Lemieux was actually the first one. He was first overall back in his day, obviously. And he scored it in faster time. But yeah, so Celebrini became like the second overall to score in the fastest time as the first overall draft pick in his inaugural game. So kind of random. So he scores. But like a minute later, my boy Bushi, he was like, you know what? Let's go even this up. And he did. It was an absolute beautiful goal by Pavel, and assisting him was Jordan Kyrou and Philip Broberg. So Ruzi and Broberg were able to make some things happen. I think Broberg, honestly, he may not be the best defender. However, he is good offensively. So I'm not surprised that he has been taking these offensive battles. Anyways, the inevitable happens. San Jose scores again. It is 2-1 entering the second period. There is a really close chance that Robert Thomas had that it should have gone in. Mackenzie Blackwood, goalie of San Jose, was able to stop it, but Thomas had the puck. It was just frustrating. There was actually a couple plays that happened where Tomer was so close to scoring and it just didn't happen. As a fan, I was frustrated and I was tweeting on the Locked On Blues Twitter account at Locked On Blues. Go give it a follow. I decided for the safety and sanity, the outcome, whatever you want to call it, of this hockey game, that I was not going to tweet. I felt like when I was live tweeting, bad things were happening. So yes, I did watch the entire game. I went to bed like at 2 a.m. Very tired at work today, which is why I'm filming this at night. But it was a long day today. However, things got worse in the second period. How worse? Well, I will tell you. So in the second period, San Jose was able to get not only a power play goal, but a shorthanded goal. Welcome back to Blues hockey. So it is 4-1. Joel Hofer's in net. By the way, last season when the Blues took on the Sharks in all three of their games, that they went 0-2-1 in, Hofer was in net. So then you had people I saw on social media, Hofer isn't good. Chill. Just chill. Third period magic happens like usual. Okay. let's do this. Radik Foxa scores. Okay, so now it's 2-4. San Jose still have the lead. He scores like 3 minutes in. Then Ryan Suter. Oh, by the way, Fox's goal was assisted by Nathan Walker, and Suter's goal was assisted by Alexei Torpachenko. So then Suter scores. It was a beaut, and now it is 3-4. Did I mention that on the shorthanded goal by Barclay Goodrow, it was picked off of Robert Thomas? I just wanted to throw that in there. Okay, anyways, sorry, brains all over the place. So Suter scores. Boom. 4-3. Sharks have the lead. We have less than a minute left to play. And something happens. Justin bleeping Falk is able to get the puck in the back of the net. It was a beautiful shot. I mean, at first, honestly, I was a little shocked. I'm like, did it go hit Jake Neighbors? Like, I literally didn't know where that puck was. Nope, it went in. So then assisting him was Tomer and Kyra. So Thomas has 2 assists. Kyra has 2 assists. Boom, boom, boom. We go to the OT. And in the OT, it didn't take long at all because you know who came on top? You know who said, let's go put this game to rest? 45 seconds in. 45 seconds in is my captain, Brayden Schenn. My captain, Brayden Schenn, with a beauty. Able to get that puck in the back of the net. First goal of the season for Captain Brayden Schenn, assisted by Colton Parayko, his first assist, and Robert Thomas gets his third assist. The Blues win 5-4. But they were down heading into the third period 4-1. Yep, that is right. The Blues are the comeback team. I honestly couldn't believe it. Now, I know that's one thing that, Coach Bannister said is that this team gets outplayed. You saw that with the Kraken in the first period. You saw that obviously with San Jose. However, what I will say is this. The resilience that this team has is special because both of those games, the Blues should have lost. I'll be honest. The Blues were not the better team for most of these games, but they have this fight in them. And it's a fight I did not see last season from the St. Louis Blues. It's a fight that makes me so excited. I love this team, okay? And I know I don't live in St. Louis. However, I was telling everybody today about this game. I'm like, guess what? I stayed up and I watched #Captain Brayden Schenn, and everyone's like, whoa. Brayden Schenn. And I'm like, yeah, my captain. I call him Captain Brayden Schenn because he literally, I'm telling you, is going to have a season that's going to impress many. I've said this once, and I will say this again. I am the biggest defender of Captain Brayden Schenn. I have seen his growth throughout the years. And last night, him getting that goal kind of solidified to me why he is so important to this team and why I love him so much. Like, I took down so many notes on this game last night, okay? So many notes. And I honestly just could not believe it. The biggest takeaway, though, that I want to say is that, yes, it's awesome that the Sharks have Celebrini. Okay, he's going to be a problem in the NHL, right? However, he is young, and you can't expect too much from these young players, all these rookie players. It's like the pressure that people put on Connor Bedard, the people that put on pressure on Matvei Michkov. I mean, you look around the NHL, and there's pressure put on these kids, and I just don't think that's fair. So just wanted to say that. But anyways, very excited about what's coming up for the Blues because honestly, this is a hockey team that is going to do great things. Now, I know that, there's a couple people out there that might be like, hell, it was the Sharks. It wasn't a big deal. But it is a big deal when you overcome a win like that. It is a big deal, okay? When you're able to do the inevitable, when you're able to win despite being down. I mean, I thought it was a very impressive situation, a situation that a team like the Blues should not be in any way. Kraken, Sharks, the Blues should not have been down. However, it's how they came out of those situations. But Captain Brayden Schenn, I mean, I call him the comeback captain, right? Because he is just such a resilient player, a player that I love so much. Now, I'm going to say something a little bit random, and you might be like, Haley, like, what is this? I want to congratulate Brandon Saad and his family because they welcomed a beautiful baby girl last night. So maybe that had something to do with the miracle of the Blues winning. But congratulations to the Saad family. I am so excited for you. I can't wait to have Brandon back on the team. However, what I will say is that he made the right decision, obviously, by not going on this road trip due to the birth of his beautiful daughter. So congratulations. And I just wanted to put that out there because I know I've been giving like updates on nothing happening. However, this was too big of a deal for me not to talk about with him. I do want to talk to you about Indeed, okay? So if you need to hire, you need Indeed. Indeed is your matching and hiring platform with over 350 million monthly global visitors, according to Indeed data, and a matching engine that helps you find quality candidates fast. Ditch the busy work. Use Indeed for scheduling, screening, and messaging so you can connect with candidates faster. And Indeed doesn't just help you hire faster. 93% of employers agree that Indeed delivers the highest quality matches compared to other job sites, according to recent Indeed survey. One thing that I love about Indeed is that it is leveraging over 140 million qualifications and preferences every day. Indeed's matching engine is constantly, learning from your preferences so you can get the most out of Indeed. It gets better because listeners of the show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to get your job more visibility at Indeed.com/locked on. Just go to Indeed.com/locked on right now and support our show by saying you heard about Indeed on this podcast. Indeed.com/locked on. Terms and conditions apply. Need a hire? You need Indeed. The Blues play the VGK. There's no easy way for me to say that without laughing. Okay, little fun fact. I literally was the biggest Marc-Andre Fleury fan like throughout my entire life. And I never liked the Penguins. I hate the Penguins, actually. If you know, you know. But I like the player. And when the Vegas Golden Knights did what they did to Flower, it became my enemy to just hate that team. Their PR staff, super nice people when I've gone to cover games. However, hate what they did to Marc-Andre Fleury. Therefore, I always have a little bit of vengeance against them. And besides, I don't think that they deserve to be in the playoffs last season. And the LTIR was kind of annoying. Needless to say, I'm not a fan of Vegas. So I like the guys that do the Locked On Golden Knights podcast. I just don't like Vegas for what they did to Marc-Andre Fleury. I just want to make that very clear, okay? Like, I respect Stone. Like, I respect Cody Glass. Well, is he even on the team anymore? Whatever. We'll see. But anyways, let's get into it. So this is the thing, okay? This is the thing about the St. Louis Blues and the VGK tonight. I don't think the Blues are going to win. I know, and I apologize. I'm going to get into the projected lineups, and then I will tell you more about why I think that. So, listen. I think, and I don't know who's exactly going to be in net tonight. I know that, right now it seems like this is what's difficult. I don't know. They're going to probably run the same lines and just have Binnington in net, right? Like, wouldn't that make sense? It didn't come out yet, however, but I do think it's going to be Robert Thomas centering Dylan Holloway to the left. I'm going to show you my graphic, and everything in the graphic is true except the fact that instead of Joel Hofer, it's going to be Jordan Binnington. So I'm just going to show you this again, just minus Joel Hofer. So it's me, Robert Thomas centering, then Dylan Holloway, and then on the right, Jake Neighbors. In the middle, Pavel Buchnevich. Then you have Alexander Texier, and then Jordan Kyrou on the right, Matthew Joseph on the left, Brayden Schenn centering, and Kasperi Kapanen on the right. Then you have Radek Faksa, and then you have Alexei Torchenko, and then Nathan Walker. Defense, Nicoletti, Colton Parayko, Philip Broberg, Justin Falk, Ryan Suter, Matthew Kessel, and then I think it's made Jay Bins. So that's what I'm thinking, okay? And I think for me, as somebody that is looking at the Vegas Golden Knights, I don't know. They're a team that scares me. And listen, I know that the Blues are going to be tired, okay? When you have a back-to-back, out west like that sucks. So it's not like it's going to be an easy night tonight for the Blues. However, what I will say is that the reason why maybe I'm a little bit more hesitant with the VGK is that they had an 8-4 win against the Colorado Avalanche on Wednesday. And yeah, I don't like that because the Avalanche are a good team. I know we talked about it, but Yeah, hi. I'm freaking out, but no, it's cool. Not really. I don't know. I just really don't want the VGK to be good. I don't like them. Now, I will talk to you about the Vegas lines because I am kind of interested in what you think about it. However, the Vegas Golden Knights have one of the worst websites I have ever seen in my life. No offense to the Vegas Golden Knights. However, it is beyond difficult to find their lines and they just don't make it easy. So, anyways, being said, this is going to be the line combo that I believe I found from Daily Face Off for the VGK. So, anywho, on their first line, Jack Eichel, a jack of all trades. We have our boy Ivan, obviously used to be a Blue. OGB, let's go Blues on the left. And then on the right wing, we have Mark Stone. Former Shark Thomas Hurdle will be on their second line centering. Who else? Alexander Holtz, but he's not like scary. Nicholas Roy. Actually, their team, now that I'm looking at it, Shea Theodore, but he's older. Alex, obviously. Petro, Forever I Love, is the first pair defender. Which is kind of fun. Noah Hannafin. Brayden McNabb is still on the team and Zach Whitecloud. Damn. Okay. So, yeah, looking at this team, I'm honestly, I know they scored. I know it was an 8-4 win, and I know that they're probably the better team heading into this. However, they're not as scary as I thought they would be. And that's not a disrespect on the VGK. I think that this team is a lot older than it used to be. And listen, obviously, when you have our guy, not Ivan, but when we have Petro, I get sad. I get really sad because that was our captain, Dogs, and I miss him. However, I do think that, you know what? Actually, I take back what I say. I think the Blues are going to win tonight. I take that back. I think the Blues are going to come out on top because Vegas, they had a couple of days off. They're rested. It might seem like it's in Vegas's favor, but as soon as you begin thinking that they're not going to win, they somehow find a way to win. I didn't think they were going to win last night, but they ended up winning. But the VGK, they are good goal scorers and they are kind of scary on their power play and they're good on the PK. They're good overall. But I just can't stop thinking about last night in that third period against San Jose. Now, I know it's the Sharks, but it's not about the team that they played. It's how the Blues played. It's how they stepped up. And that's what makes me think, are the St. Louis Blues a second half team? Now, usually that's a football terminology thing that I say about teams in the NFL. However, with the Blues, it makes me kind of wonder a little bit. Is this a second half team? Is this, whoa, it's the halfway point of the second frame. Let's play hockey. Because that's what it looks like to me, okay? I'm sorry. I'm just saying what we're all thinking. So, again, one of those things where I really just think that the St. Louis Blues might just be a second half team. And I think that momentum that they have is something special. Captain Brayden Schenn even said we're playing for one another. And I know it's early and I know it's only 2 games, but we have a lot of new faces in here. But we have a good feeling in our locker room where guys are playing for one another. Guys are speaking up. Guys are bringing energy. And guys are just essentially playing together. And that's what you do and good things happen. So I'm just saying. I don't know. Now, okay. 5 of the Golden Knights did contribute to their 8-4 win over the Avalanche with Ivan Barbashev, even Mark Stone, Jack Eichel, Victor Olofsson. I'm happy for Jack Eichel because I think Buffalo sucked, but yeah, it was the 6th straight opening win for the Golden Knights, which is the longest in the NHL. So, ooh, scary. But they did lose some guys this offseason, obviously, which is why I'm kind of not as scared. Anyways, but for the VGK, you have to be very, very, very honest with yourself here. The Blues are hungry. The Blues have something to prove. So Captain Brayden Schenn now ranks second in franchise history in overtime winning goals with 8, which is trailing Vladdy with 10. So I think that's a cool thing. Binnington's next start will be the 200th 75th of his career, moving him to a tie for second with Curtis Joseph. So that's kind of cool. And then with the win, the Blues have a chance to win 3 out of 4 nights. They have a chance to win 3 games in 4 nights to start the season for the second time ever in franchise history. The other time was 2016, 2017. So, and then with a win against Vegas tonight, the Blues could sweep on their road trip with 3 or more games to start the season, just for the second time in franchise history. So they did that in 2021, 2020, 22. Fun facts for tonight. But you know what also is fun? Whoa, what else is fun? Well, I'm going to tell you because I am the CEO of fun. FanDuel. What is FanDuel? Hey, NFL fans, you can start the season with a big return on FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook. So when you get a hunch in the middle of the game, you can check out the latest stats, view live play-by-play, and so much more on the same page where you place your bets. You'll get started with $200 in bonus bets guaranteed when you place your first $5 bet. That's FanDuel.com/locked-on to get started. So I'm going to tell you about some things going on in the NFL because I know we're all big football fans here. So let's get into it. I, for one, knew that the 49ers were going to win. However, I said Seahawks money line just because I can never bet on the 49ers. But this Sunday, we have some week 6 football. I can't believe it's week 6 already. We have the Jags and Bears. Give me the Bears money line. We have the Bucks and Saints. Give me those Tampa Bay Buccaneers. You have the Commanders and Ravens. Give me the Ravens. Then you have the Cardinals and Packers. Go Pack. Give me Pack. I'm not a Packers fan, by the way. Then you have the Colts and Titans. Give me the Colts. Honestly, I'm going to rally for the Colts. Texans and Patriots both suck. Give me the Texans. Isn't it so nice to say that the Patriots finally suck? Then you have the Browns and Eagles. Give me the Eagles. Go Birds. Then you have the Chargers and Broncos. Give me the Broncos. Then you have the Steelers and Raiders. Give me the Steelers. Falcons, Panthers. Give me the Falcons. Lions, Cowboys. Give me the Lions. Upset them boys. And then you have the Bengals and Giants. Give me the Giants because the Bengals absolutely suck. And then you have the Bills and Jets. Bills Mafia on that one on Monday. So that is your week 6 picks. Again, that's FanDuel.com/locked-on. Hello. Hello. It's my favorite Friday segment. Are we feeling blue? I need like a little intro to that. I'm going to have to ask my boss of Locked On Blues to make me an intro. But yes, it is my favorite Friday segment. It is called Are We Feeling Blue? Was this a good week or a bad week for the St. Louis Blues, baby? It is a good week. And I personally think that this is one of those weeks where I'm just absolutely positive. I am so happy I'm filming this before the game tonight. But the game tonight's going to end on Saturday morning for me. So like, yeah. Anyways, the comeback kids, good week, good week. I always say to you, let me know how you feel. And Andy said it best. I'll be honest, I gave up on them because I was too lazy to get off the couch and reach for the remote. So I kept watching. Glad I did. That's how I feel about the Blues this week. I'm going to say comment of the day, Andy. I love that so much. But that's how I felt too. But this was a very good week for the St. Louis Blues, and I could not be more stoked. I mean, at the end of the day, the Blues had 2 great comeback wins, and I love the WTF line with Walker, Torpo, and Foxa. So what the bleep? That's how I feel about the Blues right now. What the bleep? Because this team is absolutely impressing me. The boys are buzzing. The boys look good. And I am literally obsessed with this team right now. They are getting me so excited. It's going to be, wow. They're going to have, after this game, 78 games left. Or was it 79? Because 82, 81. Okay. They're going to have 79 games. Hockey. But you know who also is kind of concerning me right now in the Central? It is the Utah Hockey Club. I was not expecting them. I'm like, Gunther. But no, like seriously, I was not expecting the Utah Hockey Club to be good. So I know it's early for standings. Like what? Like who's looking at standings when some teams haven't even played a game yet? However, Utah has gone 2-0, and I'm like, okay. Now the Blues are in second, baby. Okay. We are on a 2-game win streak. So take that, Jets. This is maybe the only time that the Blues will be in this position. So I might need to screenshot that, but I did do that crossover episode with all the Central hosts. And I'm just saying 2 of us are in that top slot. Hey, so you never know. But no, I'm excited for the VGK tonight against the St. Louis Blues, and the Blues are going to be on top. Then on Tuesday, they're going to come home to Enterprise and take on the Wild, aka the team that Marc-Andre Fleury's on. I'm still very mad at what they did to him in Vegas. But anyways, the Blues are buzzing. The Blues have momentum. I know that the Golden Knights had a big win, but at the end of the day, the Blues are going to feed off of their momentum from last night. They might be tired, only downfall, but that's hockey. Let's do that hockey. All right, I will talk to you maybe this weekend, actually, because I love talking about the Blues. Everybody in Philadelphia hates me because all I do is talk about the Blues, and everyone's like, "Oh my gosh, you're a Blues fan," and I'm like, "Yeah, I am. Hi, I literally am." Hashtag Robert Thomas season. Well, my account right now is called Locked On Schenn because I'm a Schenn fan account for the day. So take it for how it is. All right, I will talk to you. And like always, let's go Blues.